Sara was 19 when she first realized how cruel the world could be. Until that day, she believed that pain was temporary, something people could recover from quickly. She was wrong. One night changed everything. Trust was broken, safety was stolen, and the girl she used to be disappeared in silence. She survived, but living felt heavier than dying. The days that followed were the hardest she had ever faced. Sara didn't recognize herself in the mirror. Sleep betrayed her. Every sound felt like danger. People around her talked, whispered, and some even blamed her for what had happened. Those wounds hurt more than any physical pain because she didn't have the courage to show them. She quickly learned that society is kinder to silence than to truth. So Sara chose silence. She left her city, her past, and everyone who knew her story behind. She moved to a new city, worked small jobs, and cried quietly at night. Many times she thought about giving up. But something inside her refused to die. A voice kept telling her, "You are still alive. This is not the end." She began to write to survive. Words became her only safe place. She poured out her fear, anger, pain, and shame on paper. Writing made her heart feel lighter. Slowly, her writing changed. Pain turned into strength. Fear became focus. She realized something powerful. The people who tried to destroy her wanted her to disappear. Her greatest revenge would be to exist confidently, successfully, and loudly. Years passed. Sara educated herself, learned new skills, and stood on her own feet. It was not easy. She failed many times. She was rejected, underestimated, and ignored. But every failure reminded her of where she came from. She never gave up, because giving up would have meant letting them win. And she promised herself, they never would. During this journey, she met someone unexpected. Oriv never tried to fix her or save her. He just listened, understood, and waited patiently. Slowly, Sara learned how to trust again. Love returned, not as weakness, but as strength. Oriv reminded her that she wasn't broken, only wounded, and wounds could heal. One day, Sara decided to tell her story publicly. Not for sympathy, not for attention, but for truth. She spoke calmly, clearly, and without fear. She didn't mention names. She didn't seek revenge through anger. Her words were sharp because they were honest. The world listened. Her voice reached people who had been silently suffering for years. The response was overwhelming. Messages poured in from survivors thanking Sara for giving them courage. From parents learning how to listen. From girls who finally felt they were not alone. Her pain had turned into purpose. Her survival had become power. And then came the moment of silent revenge. Sara returned to the city she had once escaped from, not as a victim, but as a successful, confident, and independent woman. The people who had doubted her now watched quietly. The ones who had tried to erase her story now saw her living her best life. She didn't confront them. She didn't shout or accuse. Her existence was enough. Her success was louder than any insult they had thrown at her. Sara realized then that true revenge is not in hatred. True revenge is growth. It is happiness. It is healing so deeply that the past loses its power. Today, Sara stands strong. She loves deeply, works passionately, and speaks fearlessly. The scars are still there, but they no longer define her. They remind her of what she survived and how far she has come. Her story is not just about pain. It is about choosing life after devastation. It is about turning trauma into motivation, silence into strength, and heartbreak into self-respect. If you are listening to this and feel broken, remember this: what happened to you was not your fault. You are not weak for surviving. You are powerful for continuing. You don't need revenge through hatred. Your healing will be your victory. Your success will be your answer. And one day, you will look back and realize that the moment meant to destroy you became the moment that created you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps me bring more amazing videos. Thank you so much, stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next video.